Thank you, Omaze, for sponsoring this video. For a chance to win a brand new house, enter at omaze.com/Sous. More on that later.
This is the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Now that is a huge statement, and it's all because he tasted this steak right here. It is something that would never cross my mind, and that's because this is not my idea, but it is a German Michelin star chef. And the reactions you're about to see on this video is quite interesting. Now I've done my take on 3 Michelin starred food. Some are fantastic, basically one of the most creative and unique foods in the world. But then there are some that are just insane, and they taste horrific. And I've done quite a few of them, as you already know. Today is no different. We're gonna be putting this technique to the test, because here's the star of today's show, liver spread. Now I couldn't find one coming directly from Germany, but I did from New Zealand. Now here's the most interesting thing for me, the ingredients. We got beef liver, water, beef, modified cornstarch, rendered beef fat, sugar, salt, sodium caseinate, onion, garlic, and maybe my favorite one of them all, monosodium glutamate, aka MSG. Now the big question is this gonna turn out good, especially cooking it sous vide? Well, let's find out right now. As soon as I open up this thing, oh man, the first thing that hits you is the smell. It is not bad. Now I'm a huge fan of liver, but I've never tried anything like this. And we're gonna find out not only my opinion, but several other people to see if this is a good technique or not. And here's how I did it. The first thing we need are some steaks. As you can see, I chose 3 beautiful New York strip. Now they are not Wagyu or prime grade. I went with choice, because if liver paste can make this steak better, oh man, we are in for a treat. Now since we have 3 steaks, I'm gonna be doing 3 different ways. The very first one, I'm gonna spread the liver paste right now. I'm trying to cover the whole steak with it, but notice that I'm putting a very thin layer. We don't want to overpower it. All I'm trying to do is to add additional flavor into the steak. Once that was done, you can see that it was a nice thin layer. But of course, with any sous vide steak, the next thing to do is to get it seasoned. So for that, I went with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Seasoning your steak properly is the way to go. I did the same exact thing to all 3 steaks. And of course, I seasoned both sides. But now that we got all of the steaks seasoned, the next thing to do is to throw them in the bag, vacuum seal them, and get them ready for the water bath. Now notice that 2 steaks are in the same exact bag, because they're going to be cooked the same exact way right now. But the only difference is we're going to be making a compound butter to go on top of one of them. And this butter is quite unique, because it contains our special ingredient for today. And my hopes is that it's going to make the steak 10 times better. And to make it, it's super easy. I grabbed my food processor and threw in 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter, followed by 1 tablespoon of liver paste. For some additional flavoring and coloring, I threw in some freeze-dried parsley. Blend everything on high, got a little bit of clinch plastic to lay underneath, because my liver paste butter was done. All there was left to do was to roll everything into itself, pinch the edges nice and tight, as the only thing left was to put it on the refrigerator so that it can solidify. Because after about 30 minutes, take a look. That is liver paste butter. And my hopes is that it's gonna make the steak taste 10 times better. Well, that is to be determined real shortly. Because now that we have all of our steaks ready, the only thing left to do is to cook them. For that, I'll be cooking all of them in the same container at 129 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. This will cook them all the way through. But most importantly, how is the liver paste going to affect the flavor of the steaks? Well, we're going to be finding out right now.
If I'm being completely honest, I'm a little bit skeptical about this liver paste. But Michelin star chefs has surprised me in the past. They use some crazy ingredients and they produce incredible flavor. With all that being said, I got a lot of people to try this out because the steaks are ready, we are hungry, and it's time to take it out. Let's do it. Oh man, I know what you're thinking. They do not look that appetizing, and I agree with you 100%, especially the one that have the liver paste right on top. Now here's what I am gonna do. I will be removing all of that paste out. If there was any flavor to be infused into the steak, it already did its job. There's no reason for it to be there. And like every time, moisture is the killer of a good sear on a steak. So you better believe I'll be petting it dry real nicely. Because the only thing left to do is to put a sear on these steaks and have everyone try it to give you guys a fair review. And today I'll be doing something different. I'll make sure that no one is talking to each other, not to affect any of their judgment. With all that being said, I know what you're thinking. I know my steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this. Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, Omaze. You know, I've never been to Lake Tahoe, but it does look amazing. And you have a chance to win this $4.3 million Lake Tahoe dream house while helping the nonprofit After School All-Stars at the same time. Look at this beauty. It's a 4-bedroom, 7-bath modern rustic home with mountain and lake views. Rooftop deck with in-floor heating, and my favorite, an outdoor kitchen. It's at the base of a ski resort where you can spend your winters at the slopes and the summers kayaking. Or you have the option to choose a $3 million cash prize instead of the house. Omaze takes care of the prizes and experiences. Donation supports chosen charities around the world. Yes, you can donate at a chance to win this beautiful house, but you can also be helping After School All-Stars. Funds raised will help provide free comprehensive programs and essential resources for low-income students and family across the U.S. And its mission is to keep children safe and help them succeed in school and in life. A mission that is now more important than ever. These programs are vital to improve students' in-person and remote learning experience and serve as a tool to amplify student voices. Make sure you go to omaze.com/sous for a chance to win this $4.3 million Lake Tahoe dream house and support a great cause. Link down below in the description. Thank you, Omaze, for sponsoring this video, but now let's get right back to it.
I know there's 3. I know it's an experiment.
Well, right off the bat, smells and looks amazing. Cheers, everyone.
It's a good steak. Really good steak.
That's a nice, soft Guga steak right there.
Woo! That is flavor.
Smells a little different.
Cheers, guys.
I like it.
Very different from the first one.
Kind of reminds me of like when you have steak or meat in a stew.
It has a very different flavor from the first one. A little bit more earthy.
Beefy, juicy, just like the first one. Almost like a little bit buttery. I don't know if it's like a savory richness that I'm getting from the steak.
There was definitely a flavor in there that I'm not a big fan of. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
This one, amazing steak. I think I like this one better than the first one so far.
So far, the one I like more is this one, the second one that I tried. Cheers, everyone.
Nah.
Completely different from both the first 2.
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually.
Still a good steak. I like all 3.
Whatever is going on, it kind of tastes like a stew.
It was kind of salty, fatty, a little bit rich.
This one almost tastes kind of sweet.
There's another flavor that kind of mutes out all the other tones. I don't really like it. It takes away from the flavor of the steak, and for me, it's not good.
My favorite was the second one, then the first one, and then lastly this one.
I have to say 1, 3, 2.
Alright, so this is an experiment from a 3 Michelin star chef. He put something very special on his steak, and I want you guys to tell me what comes up in your mind when you see the ingredient. It's a very special ingredient, not used all over the world, I must say. So this is what it's used.
I don't know what that is.
Liver spread, product of New Zealand.
Oh, I did say it kind of tasted like a stew, right?
It doesn't smell too bad.
I personally, I hate liver. And it smells to me
that's
super
exactly
gross.
Put liver or don't put liver?
Nah, don't.
I say liver and butter, good addition.
It's weird for me because I don't like liver, but I like the second steak. I tasted the butter on it. I like the savoriness, the richness. Put it on a steak, but put some butter on it because this one was nasty.
Don't put that in a steak, bro.
Anyway, guys, those are the results. The big question is, would you use liver on your steak? Let me know in the comments down below. This was completely different than what we normally do. They did not talk to each other. They had no idea what was going on. So I wanted to give you guys a fair review. Let me know in the comments down below if you would use it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. If you want to know if I like the liver, absolutely not. Throw that in the garbage. But before leaving, I want once again thank Omaze for sponsoring this video. Remember, for your chance to win this incredible $4.3 million dream Lake Tahoe house and support a great cause, visit omaze.com/sous. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.